in this video, I'm going to talk about how to do SEO of your blog post. So in this video, we will learn what are the pointers we have to keep in mind before start doing SEO of your blog post. Hello everyone, I'm Shivani Goel. Welcome in WsCube Tech. So let's start with some of the important points you have to keep in mind. First, we have use one or two long tail keywords. As we all know that long tail keywords are more impactful in terms of SEO than your short tail keywords. Your long tail keywords, for example, how to write a blog post. This is your long tail keyword. This is the example of your long tail keyword. And your short keyword is just like your blog post. This is your short keyword. So as we all know that how to write a blog post, this is much more impactful in terms of SEO than the short keyword blog post. Next is use keyword strategically throughout the blog post. There are 4 essential places where you should try to include your keyword. That is your title tag, header and body, URL, and most important, meta description. So these are the 4 essential parts. You have to use your keyword there. Next is optimize for mobile device. For this, you have to use responsive design. Websites that are responsive to mobile allow blog pages to have one URL instead of 2, one for desktop and one for mobile respectively. Next, we have optimize the meta description. As we all know, the meta description, which is very important in terms of SEO, because that is the text which your user can see on the first page of your Google. This is the first description of your customer before visiting on your website. So you must have to put your keyword in your meta description. This is most essential part here. Next, we have appropriate linking. Aside from making you look unprofessional, broken links can lead search engine crawler to believe that your website is untrustworthy, which can cause your site ranking to plummet. So you have to do appropriate linking. You must have to check that there is no 404 error in any of the pages you linked. There is all the pages which you link is appropriately linked. Next, we have category and tags. So aside from helping you structure blog post topic, categories communicate to search engine that the core concept written about on your blog. Similarly, tags have a broader reach and should incorporate related terms. Category and tags, as we already discussed in our category and tags video. What are category and tags? Basically categories. This can categorize your post. For example, if I'm saying sports, this is your category here. And if I'm saying football, this is your tag here, which can define your post. Next, we have editing. Regardless of how many times you read your article in the visual or the text editor, reading it as a WordPress review should definitely be the part of your routine. This is the best way to edit and proofread your blog post because it allows you to see the bigger picture and pick up on type structural problem you would have otherwise missed. Next, we have scheduling. Scheduling, that is your editorial calendar, is planned out in advance. With that in mind, once you finish a post, you can schedule it. Or you can also post it publicly if you want to publish right now. So these are the very basic pointers you have to keep in mind when you start doing your SEO. Now, let me explain you practically that with the help of some plugin, how you can do SEO of your blog post. For this, let me take example of one of the website here. This is our website here. Let me log in that. And now I'm just taking one blog post here. And now I will explain you how you can do SEO of this particular blog post. Here you can see that this is the blog post here, that what's the difference between e-commerce website and traditional website. And here you can see that my score is 90/100. And for this, here I installed one of the plugin here, that is AIO SEO. That is the one of the plugin. You can download it from here. Here you have a plugin. You have to click on add new. In the plugin section, you have to search AIO SEO, all-in-one SEO. That is your all-in-one SEO plugin. Here you can see this is your all-in-one SEO plugin here. Here you can simply click on install now. After that, you have to click on activate. After done with that, this is the plugin which is installed in your WordPress window. After done with that part, what you have to do, you have to simply click on setting and you have to simply go to your all-in-one SEO setting and you can do it from there. This is one of the essential part. Before start doing SEO, you have to install that particular plugin in your WordPress window. After done with that, what you have to do, let me explain you how to do SEO of your post. First, you have to visit on your post. Let me click on all post here. This is the post section. After that, let me open my post here. This is the post. And now I will explain you how you can do SEO of this post. For doing SEO, what you have to do, here you can see that this is your all-in-one SEO score. This is your heading analyzer score. So first of all, you have to look at your heading analyzer score. This is your heading here. For this particular heading, you have to follow all the points which we discussed earlier. That is, you have to use your long tail keyword. And here you can see that my keyword is this. This is my keyword here, that is e-commerce. That is a very short keyword here which I'm using here. This is our keyword. This is the title here. You must include that particular keyword in your title, in your first paragraph, any URL which you use here. See, here you can see this is our subheading here. I also use that particular keyword in my subheading. Here, for any linking, see, this is the URL here. In this particular URL, I use this particular text here. You have to use this particular keyword in your meta description. Any image, alt text, you have to use that particular keyword also there. So, this is the first point you have to consider. After that, what you have to do, see, this is my blog post here. So, for doing SEO, what you have to do, just scroll down. This is your all-in-one SEO setting. And now you have to do all-in-one SEO setting of this particular post. For this, let me click on journal. This is your snippet preview, that how this particular post look like. Here you can see this is the title here. And after that, this is the description here. And this is the permalink here. So what you have to do here, this is your post title. First of all, you have to select one particular title of your post. In this title, you must include your keyword there. Here I am using my keyword and I also use this particular keyword in the beginning of my title. So this is the keyword and this is the beginning of your title here. I'm just using separator here and then this is your site title here. After that, you have to write one meta description here. Here I write one meta description and this is my keyword here. This is my keyword. After that, this is your keyword here. You must have to mention that particular keyword there. This is your keyword again. So these are the pointers here that your focus key phrase in your SEO title, you are done with that. Your focus key phrase in your meta description. Your focus keyword key phrase length, that is also good here. Focus keyword in your URL. You have to mention your keyword in your URL here. You must have to mention your focus keyword in your introduction, that is the first paragraph of your post. You have to mention your focus keyword in the subheading. Subheading, that is your H2 heading. If you are using your H2 heading, you have to mention your H2 and H3 heading. You have to mention your keyword there. That is 75%. You have to keep in mind these points here. After that, this is the page analysis. That is your focus keyword. You already mentioned that particular keyword in your content, in your introduction part, in your meta description, in your URL, and your focus keyword length is also fine here. Meta description length, you must have to take care about your meta description length. That is too short here. So you have to keep in mind these points here. Content length, your internal linking, external linking. You must have to take care about the internal linking and the external linking part. How you can do internal linking? Let me explain you. Internal linking, when you connect your post with another post of your website, that is the internal linking. For example, if I'm saying this, here I'm doing external linking here. That is what you have to do. You have to simply select, for example, this is the word here, and I simply select that. For example, you can select that. After done with the selection part, you have to click on this icon here. That is your internal linking. In your internal or external linking, you can select that. Here you have to mention that particular URL. For example, if the linking is of same post of the same website, in that case you have to mention that particular link of your website, just to mention the internal linking here. After done with that, if you want to do any external linking, you can mention external link URL here. If you want to do internal linking, then you have to mention internal link URL there. After done with that part, here we have option, that is, if you want that this particular URL is open in new tab. What is that funda? That is, for example, if you are doing external linking, in that case, for example, if user simply click on that into external link text, then they totally involved in that particular scenario and they totally forget about this particular post. Now what we want that user must engage in our post as well instead of your external post. So in that case, what we can do, we can simply click on that this particular post is open in the another tab and our post is remain in this particular tab here. So that's why I'm using this particular option here. If you want that open in new tab, this is mainly for your external linking. You can also use it for your internal linking as well. Next is your add no follow to link. If you want to mention this particular link in your no follow or in your sponsors, you can use that. That is the option here. Now if you want to use any title attribute to your link, you can also mention that. You can also mention your focus key phrase here if you want. So you must include external linking and internal linking your post. This can impact your SEO score. After done with your external linking and internal linking, now let me explain you title part here. For title part, your title is good and your focus keyword is also at the beginning, so that is also fine, and your title length is also good here. Now if I'm talking about readability, in that case you must have to mention one image and video part in your post. Your paragraph length would also be fine. Sentence keys, that is, you must have to use particular keyword there, that is 34.8% of the sentences contain more than 20 words, which is more than the recommended maximum of the 25%. Try to shorten the sentences. In that case, what you have to do, you have to keep your sentences as shorter and clear. You must have to use your bullet point just to improve your sentences length. In that case, you are not putting so many words in a single sentence that can impact your visibility as well. Next is your passive voice, that is also fine here. Your transactions word, that should also be fine here. Consecutive sentences, subheading distribution, that should be fine here. And your flash reading ends, that is also fine here. So you have to must take care about these readability scenario here for this particular post. Now these are the very general setting of your all-in-one SEO. Now let's move to another point of SEO. In the right hand side here, you can see that we have post and blog setting here. Here you can see this is your status and visibility. Now if you want to schedule your post, what you can do, you have to simply click on visibility. Here we have a public section. If you want to do it password protected, you have to choose that. If you want to make it public, then you have to choose public. If you want to make private, then you can choose that. After that, this is the publish here. Now if you want to publish it immediately, then you can do that. Now if you want to schedule it, you have to simply click on that, and here you can select your date and the timing of this particular post here. After that, you can simply select like stick to the top of the blog. You can post your blog post there. This is your author section here. After that, here you can see this is the monster insight of your post. As I already download this plugin here. So if you want to do monster insight, that is basically if you want to do analysis of your post, in that case you can simply download this. After that, we have all-in-one SEO section here. Here you can check that visibility is good, SEO analytics, that is also fine. Your focus key phrase, readability. These are the pointers which we already done in our all-in-one SEO setting part. After that, here you can see that we have a parama link here. Here, this is your URL slug here. You have to put your focus key phrase here, that particular key phrase which is added in your parama link. So this is your parama link here, and here you can see that in this particular URL, this particular slug is mentioned here. So you can mention your particular key phrase in this URL slug here. After done with that, here we have a category and tags part. In this category and tags, what we can do, here you can select category. For selecting your category, you can select category as well as your subcategory. How you can do that? As I already mentioned all these factors in our category and tags video, that how you can create category and tags in your particular post. So you can select your category from here. You can mention your tags here. Just like for this, if you want to add tag status like this, then put comma there just to make it separate. This is your e-commerce, that is one of the tag here. Similarly, you can add another tag as well. You must have to mention one featured image here, just like as I mentioned here, and that featured image should have a size at least 1200 by 675 pixels. You can use that. After that, these are the some basic settings here which you can do in your post here, just to do SEO of your post. So this is all about how you can do SEO of your particular post. So thank you so much for watching this video.